Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should be in for some fun football today as a very good offense will be on the field. The Browns are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Falcons defense that will need to be at the top of its game.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Francis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Off the play fake, Johnston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Philly, here we go. Leopard.
From the gun, Johnston. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A toss to Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then it'll...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Waiting from the gun. Johnston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 1st and 10, Johnston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Johnston. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Trubisky to throw. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
15 yards through the air and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor.
And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Let's go. Detroit.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again. Johnston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. On 1st down, Johnston. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. The defense picks it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This is Coleman. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now it's Trubisky. And finding the tight end Hooper. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Green, 39.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
All right, now look at 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Johnston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Off play action. Johnston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice this hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Trubisky to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Let's go.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This time, Trubisky will throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
All right, here we go.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. It's caught by Moncrief. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Here's Muhammad. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Green, 39. Detroit, back 99. Philly, here we go.
Here's Coleman. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Green, 39. Detroit. Over.
Now it's Trubisky, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Duke Riley. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Johnston. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. A second quarter score from down in Houston's out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Trubisky will throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Browns getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This time he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing here, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air on second down. Johnston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Throwing on first down, Johnston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
To throw on second down, Johnston. And a completion to Wilson. Oh, bowls right over him. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he's got Moncrief. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Third down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Christian Kirksey in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. The Chiefs have scored again to extend their lead a bit. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Leopard. Hurry up, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Johnston. And he's got his man on the out route. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Watch it now. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, it's Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Off the play fake, Johnston.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit, let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit, Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw from his end zone, Johnston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And the Bears have scored to add on to their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Cook. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here we go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Let's go! Green, Patriot!
Operating from the gun, Johnston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First down, here's the run with Cook. Muscles him off. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw. Johnston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Johnston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now. Green, back there.
They'll run with Muhammad. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Check, Patriot. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Johnston. They're able to locate Wilson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. 3 down.
On first down, Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year. to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It's a big play there for the Browns. 57 yards on the ground. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
go.